you would actually eliminate, to a large degree, Alzheimer's, which is now called type 3 diabetes, many forms of cancer, infertility. All of these things relate to food, but there's profit, Russell, in complicating the issue. The problem in America right now is that 75% of our diet is ultra-processed fake food, which we were not biologically made to eat. Our body is reacting to foreign substances and causing all this disease. If you took out those three ingredients, sugar, which is 100x more sugar we're eating than 100 years ago. That's a staple of our diet. Seed oils. Seed oils are the top source of American fat right now. These were created by John Rockefeller in the early 1900s as an industrial byproduct from oil production. Our main source of fat, when you look at the label, canola oil, soybean oil, this is an industrial byproduct that's much cheaper than good fats like olive oil, avocado oil, ghee. That's the staple of our diet, and highly processed grains. This is not hyperbolic. You would not have heart disease, which is the number one killer. You would not have type 2 diabetes.
True, not true.
Kinda. It's hype. This is hype. This is hype. And this is what turns people off. This turns people off. I want you to know that. You hear how I just said that? Like, that's the issue. Diabetes is not just sugar dysregulation and seed oils and sugar. What do you say? Seed oil, sugar, and what's the third?
Ghee. That's the staple of our diet, and highly processed grains.
Highly processed grains. Okay, listen, this is important. Everything in there, right, but not. Okay? Sugar, yes, take it out of your diet. It's terrible food. There's no reason to have sugar in your diet, but I'm a human being. And I remember a time when I first contemplated the idea of taking sugar out of my diet, and it just was so terrifying. So slowly work your way down. That is important. Yes, sugar is bad. Seed oils. When you say John D. Rockefeller invented this, you're missing so much of it. The reason why we do seed oils and the refined grains is so that we don't have famines. Seed oils and refined grains, we're talking about genetically modified grains. Let's be honest here. Let's go with that first. The reason why we have dwarf wheat and why we've been making that, I understand the problem with it, the concept of it, but the reason why they did it was because they have higher yield to prevent famine. Sometimes we try and make these big grandiose statements like John D. Rockefeller and these bad guys and this whole controversial thing, but at the end of the day, think for a minute. We were not producing nearly that much food before we changed wheat. Was it a good thing to change wheat over to dwarf wheat? Yes and no. It's better to have less people starve. Valid. With that said, gluten that we have now, because of these changes, you have a lot more autoimmunity and irregularities of the immune system. So the idea is good, but the execution not great. But does that make them evil? No. It's a mistake that there are bad consequences. But still, the other one would be seed oils. And that, again, that's another thing where they're just trying to recycle product instead of throwing it away. Like, well, we have the seed oil. What are you going to do with it? You're going to throw it away? No. I mean, environmentalists, if you really think about it, we're recycling something instead of throwing it out. They're trying. We didn't know the seed oils. This is a lack of knowledge on the parts of the people who put that to market. We didn't know that sugar would cause this many health problems. We didn't know that seed oils would cause these many problems. We didn't know refined grains would cause these problems. It's people doing the best they can with what they have. With that said, are you going to get Alzheimer's from these three things? Sugar, probably. Sugar will contribute to it. Sugar is not a good thing for Alzheimer's. But Alzheimer's is a lot of other things as well. Alzheimer's is going to be an infectious disease, high risk for certain viral infections you have in your body. It's going to be heavy metal exposure. It's going to be nutritional deficits that people have. There's a lot more to Alzheimer's than just whether you're eating sugar, seed oils, and refined grains. And diabetes, yes, sugar is going to largely be a part of that. When people make things so controversial, you turn off a portion of the population and you turn on another portion of the population for the wrong reasons. Now they're outraged that someone out there is trying to kill them and poison them with food. It's Rockefeller, ultra rich man trying to take us down. What the hell? That's not science, man. And that's not where we should be making our decisions, should we? I prefer to go through life seeing the best, that people are doing the best they can with what they have. if you read the original research, you read the original stories where this stuff came from, people doing the best they can with what they have. Are there people in there that were like unethical with their profiteering? Of course, it's part of the problem. But the origination of it? No. So, yeah, it's better not to be outraged. It's better to be educated.